Hey, it's Todd Gale from the Get Up and Go show, and I hope what I have to tell you in the next few minutes puts you right to sleep. Now you're saying, Todd, aren't you the host of a morning show? Isn't your job all about waking people up? Yes, it is. But stay with me for a second, this will all make sense. So, if you watch enough movies, you start to hear some familiar lines. Like if you're watching a war film, you might hear, "Create a perimeter." Or how about this one? "I've got a bad feeling about this." That's another classic. But I want to share this one with you. Very often, a wise character in a movie will counsel the hero and tell him, "Get some rest." I love that. Get some rest. I mean, it's the advice you need before you're facing down your bully, going into that big meeting, or even playing that championship game. Get some rest. I mean, it could make all the difference in the world if you just get some rest. Even if you don't have any big events scheduled for the next day, it's always good advice to get some rest because you don't know what could be coming your way. If you're rested, you have a better chance of success. Jesus understood this. He had a pretty big mission, and he knew what it was going to take to get that done. And here's one of my favorite scriptures. It's in Matthew chapter 8, verse 23 and 24. It says, "Then he got into the boat and his disciples followed him. Suddenly, a furious storm came up on the lake, so the waves swept over the boat, but Jesus was sleeping." Jesus didn't float everywhere on a cloud. He walked. He ate food. He cried. He also rested. He slept. Closed his eyes, went right to sleep, and got good sleep too. I mean, he was out during a storm. He made it a priority. I don't believe he was just so exhausted that he collapsed in the boat. Jesus is the author of the human body, and I don't think he would have done that to himself. Even mental exhaustion, I don't think he went there. Probably why he prayed so much. Now, I know what's going on in your head right now. You're thinking, I've got kids, I've got responsibilities, I've got deadlines. Of course you do, we all do. Jesus had those too, but he made it a priority to get some rest. It's also interesting to note that when you do, others might accuse you of not caring about them, like the disciples did. They said, "Teacher, don't you care about us? We are going to drown. How can you sleep? You're being so selfish." It won't make a lot of sense to others, but it's something we all need to do. As a matter of fact, didn't Jesus also say, "The works that I do, you shall do greater"? Maybe that's stretching it. I don't know. I just hope that maybe I've encouraged you to go to sleep with some of these thoughts. I want you to have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning after I get some rest. The Get Up and Go show, 5:30 to 9 a.m.